Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to do another reading on Jack and Lily. If you're new here, I want to say welcome into the MMO community. If you're not new here, well, thank you for continuing to be here. I've done a lot of readings on Jack and Lily, and I want to do more because I never declare one reading to be factual. So if you don't know, I get visions. I am a medium as well. Psychic medium who volunteers with the Find Me group, and I've had some visions with this case. But a vision is one thing. Tarot reading, I don't rely on as facts, especially just one reading. I like to see patterns in the cards. And that's not to say that there's not some accuracy sometimes, but it's just not the same thing. And so we see repeated patterns, then I never declare a reading to be facts. So let's see what the cards have to say about what really happened to these kids. And I'm very much hoping, I'm going to change this so you can see the table while I shuffle. I'm very, very much hoping, and I want you all to pray that we bring these kids home soon, that we find these kids and bring them home soon. Because it's kind of getting concerning, you know? I mean, it was concerning the day they disappeared, obviously, but we're 7 months in now. So, Spirit, without the benefit of my ego, what really happened to Jack and Lily? What really happened to them, please? Give me some accuracy with these cards and what really happened to Jack and Lily, please, Spirit. What really happened? Whoa, that one really flew out. Okay, well, we got propaganda, fake news. Well, well, that's not a mystery. Are we surprised to see this card pop out? Happened to Jack and Lily. Okay, this is not good because that came out in yesterday's reading, which I really don't want to see, because I'd like to see these children alive. We've got friend and regret. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to pull one more and then I'm going to do another 5 from this deck and then we'll clarify really happened to Jack and Lily. Oh God. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. That's heavy. That's heavy because 2 of the 5 would indicate a man-made disaster that was avoidable. You know, that comes out a lot in this reading. There's 180 cards in this deck. That's why I have to divide it into 2 to shuffle. And this card comes out a lot. Do we believe this was unavoidable? Yeah, I do. I mean, okay, let's go. What happened to Jack and Lily, please, Spirit? Tell us what happened to Jack and Lily. 4 more cards. Okay. We've got the kids, the kids. Somebody went the wrong way. The police are going the wrong way. We got couple. We got couple. We got couple. You know, originally I felt like because Malaya was trying to get away, but I'm not so sure something didn't happen that she didn't help cover up. I don't know. Let's just get more. It could have been another couple, right? It could have been another couple. We've also got the friend here. Okay, what happened to Jack and Lily, please, Spirit? I don't take ones that just fall out from Snoppy Shuffles. I demonstrated that yesterday in the reading. Cleanup here. What did I just say about cleanup too? And if the card just falls out because it's sloppy, but if it really wants to come out, it will show up again in the next shuffle or so. And that's what happened yesterday. So what, last card before we get some clarifiers? Celebration party. Okay. So, there was a neighbor that said there was a party there. Remember that? I'm just getting a hit here. And do you remember that at the very, very, very beginning of this case? One of the neighbors came out and said there was partying and whatnot going on the night before. And it just dawned on me Was that their original assessment because of the cars going back and forth? Perhaps in the moment, with all the cars going back and forth, that neighbor who was alleging there was a party thought that's what it was. So let's get some clarifiers. I'm definitely not happy to see this one. I'm going to put these in the order. This one came out first. Then we got friend. Then we got no. Then we got. I think it was friend, regret, higher power. I should have put them in the right order, but anyway. Okay. Next time I'm going to pay better attention. It doesn't really matter all that much because I am going to get a clarifier, clarifiers for all of them. I just, want to typically be more organized. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers on propaganda. I mean, we already know. Whoops, those just fell out. We already know that. We already know that. So what this has to do with what really happened to them obviously means they didn't walk out the back door. They didn't walk out the back door. That's what I'm getting. They didn't walk out the back door. Yeah, look at this. We got Nine of Swords. Somebody is stressed out and worried about being caught in this fake news propaganda. Somebody is really stressed out and worried about this. Let's get some clarifiers on whether that is male or female energy, please, Spirit. Male or female energy. We've got the devil that showed itself. Male or female energy. Who's really stressed out about the fake news, about them walking out the door and getting caught in their lies, is my guess. And I'm going to guess hypothetically DM here. Let's see. I really want to see who this friend is, too. Really want to see who this friend is. Okay, we've got a male energy, the Emperor. Emperor, who is not a female. This is also very interesting because it's quite consistent. Fake news about them walking out the back door, and somebody is very stressed out about getting caught in their lies with them walking out the door. And that is, somebody who is a pretty dark energy and a male energy, a very, dominant personality and male energy. So, we only have one person we can thank for all the fake news, who is a male energy, who would be one of the parents in the home. So I'm going to narrow that down. I guess it would be one in my mind. I think it's DM, Mr. Daniel, but it could be Durwood. So let's just see, because we got friend here. So I want to see what I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to ask yes or no if this is Daniel Martel. I'm going to put the pendulum over it. And then we're going to go on from there and see, is this energy referencing Daniel Martel, Spirit? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Is this energy referencing Daniel Martel? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Is my name Bob? My name is not Bob. Is this referencing Daniel Martel? So somebody's afraid. Daniel Martel is afraid he's going to get caught. Okay, who's the friend? You know who I think is the friend. You know who I think the friend is, and I think the friend helped out and has some deep regrets. But let's just get some clarifiers on it first, and then I'll go to the pendulum. Let's see if those two cards are going together. I really believe they are. Do those two cards belong together? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Do those two cards belong together? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Yes. I'm going to just ask it now since I have the pendulum out. Are we referring to a J Geddes, a Jordan, a JG? Is this the friend who is in regret? Are we talking about Jordan Geddes, a JG, not to the benefit of my ego? Not to the benefit of my ego. Is that who is the person in regret? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Wow. Let's get some clarifiers. We're going to do probably 2 rounds of clarifiers with another deck after this. 2 of Cups. Yeah. 2 of Cups can mean 2 people, obviously. Could be what there were couples referring to. So we've got a friend who I believe is referenced here as far as this being like 2 people, you know? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Spirit, give me some more on this friend in regret. Yeah, communication. Yeah, 2 8s. Wow. A lot of hard work and communication. There was a conversation about somebody working to help him, Daniel. There was a conversation that was had about helping him out. And that is what these 3 cards are talking about. What really happened to them was a lie. They didn't walk out the back door. The person who spread those lies, DM, in my opinion, the cards and the pendulum seem to be confirming, is feeling a lot of stress about getting caught in all the lies and the stories, as is the friend who the cards are, in my opinion, validating would be the JG, who is also deeply stressed out in regret, but and regretful. There was a communication, which there was communication on how to help the DM and the couple out. And I think he's regretful that he went and helped. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I want to go up here to this couple, please. Let's get some clarifiers. And then again, like I said, we're going to do clarifiers in all these and with another deck as well, because, that's how I like to rock and roll here. Do all the YouTube things, please. This just fell out. Do all the YouTube things, please. And hit the like, subscribe, the notification bell. And yeah. Okay, Spirit. The end of a cycle. The end of a relationship. Okay, so this is more of the who. This is the who. This is more of the what, rather. So the who appears, I'm going to get clarifiers, to be DM and JG, a friend in regret, both stressed out because they communicated on work, helping him out regarding the relationship and the end of the relationship. This is the relationship. This is the what. This is the who. This is the what. What really happened to Jack and Lilly? What really happened to them, Spirit? So let's get, let's get God and higher power here. God Almighty, I know what that is, but let's God and higher power. So 9 of Wands. This is somebody who cannot hold on anymore. Somebody who is like lost their mind, cannot withstand. This is like the burnout, the stress, like the compassion fatigue. Like, I cannot effing take anymore. Somebody cannot take anymore. What's the higher power and the death card? Please validate that, Spirit. The higher power and the death card, please, Spirit. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. You know what? That's the young energy. That would be Jackie. Okay, Jack, listen. Jack is over top of the death. That is not the first time. Okay. Pages are young energies. I'm going to see if it's Jack or Lilly, or the reference to the kids. But the death of a young child, is what the page is. I'm going to see if we can get clarifiers on whether that's female or male energy, please, Spirit. Female or male. 5 of Wands. There was a fight or a conflict. There was a fight or a conflict. There was a fight or a conflict that ensued. What was this one that flew out? Queen of Swords. Yeah, there was a fight or conflict with Malaya. Let's get some of this. Let's get this other deck here. Let's get this other deck here. I want more on this Page of Pentacles, this fight and the death. Let's confirm the death. The death. We got the King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So we got a fight between the couple. We got a fight between the couple. We got a fight between mom and dad. We got a fight going on over her leaving, the end of a cycle. We got a fight. And somehow that fight led to the death of the kids because pages are kids. Pages are young energy, young people, young people. At the very least, one of the kids. So I'm going to get a clarifier, please, Spirit. I want a clarifier on the page of Pentacles. Is that both kids? One, both, feminine, masculine? Let's get clarifiers, please. This one fell out, so I'm going to put it up. Wow. Look at this. We got the star. We got kids playing, and we got the star. I really believe, and I've said this before, that the higher power, it might be because that one has come out several times as well, that the higher power is that these kids will be found, that this is intended for these kids to get justice and be found. And I'm clinging to that hope because if I get out of the cards here in this current energy, it feels not so great. It's getting to be, it's 7 months past now. But in 2 weeks, we're going to be, 8 months into this, and it's just discouraging. But look at the kids on the cards. There's spirit validating. There was a fight that night regarding the kids that caused the death of the kids. There was a fight that caused the death of the kids. Ay, 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 ay. OMG. Let's get this man-made avoidable disaster, please, Spirit. I am going to get more clarifiers, too. Don't you worry, even after this deck. 6 of Cups. That's kids. 6 of Cups. This was avoidable. What happened to the kids was avoidable. I am really starting to think they got into the rugs. They got into the F lab. They got into the math. One of them maybe got into the math because but mind you, there's a fight, but then we have avoidable disaster with what happened to the kids. Okay, I want clarifiers on this, please, Spirit. Let's see what card comes out because I have a couple that are more related to, for me, true crime and tarot, that are more related to drugs. Yeah, look at that. That would be one of them. Well, this is manipulation of things, but it's also a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Did the kids have a little cocktail of rugs? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Did the kids get into something? Because this is meddling. This is either trying to change the investigation, trying to play with the evidence. This also came out, a young energy, a male looking down at somebody. Did they find Jack on the floor? Did they find Jack on the floor after he got into some rugs? Just saying, that's just the energy I'm getting now for the first time. That this, like someone looking down on little Jackie who got into the rugs, potentially, because temperance is about playing with evidence, mixing this and that. Was there a cocktail of rugs under the counter that possibly one of them got into? And I'm saying he because that's come up before, that it possibly could have been something that happened to little Jackie. And yeah, the rest from there is downhill. Okay, man-made avoidable disaster. Let's get some more, please. Get some more, please. Oh my God, we got death. Look at this. Yeah, we got death. So Jackie, or one of them, got into something and died. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. We've got stressed out. We got the 2 cards that came out yesterday, 9 and 8 of Swords. This is the stressed out, freaking out, can't sleep, high anxiety. That's what came up here. That's what came up here. That's what came up here, the first card. So Daniel's rugs. Starting to look like one of them had an accident in Daniel's rugs. One of them got into the Daniel's rugs. Let's get some clarifiers on this temperance. I'm going to pull a different deck for that before I move on to the clarifying these 3. I want to see if we can get, how do we get validation that these are drugs? Drugs, yes or no, Spirit? Did they get into, one of them die from getting into the rugs? To the math, to the math, to the math. Hold on. I'm going to wait for the card to fall out. Did one of them get into the meth? Growth and preparation. Growth and preparation. Now they kind of fell out, but I'm not going to ignore them, but I usually take the flippers. Growth and preparation. So Malaya was planning on leaving, and Daniel didn't like that. Was he trying to keep her from going? Give me more. I want clarifiers on the temperance. Did they get into the rugs? Was there rugs? Was there rugs that they got into? Anticipation. So this is somebody was stressed out that somebody might have left or be leaving the house. That's what that is. Get some clarifiers here. Somebody is stressed out. Somebody's leaving the situation. Nest. Whoops. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Okay. Yeah. So somebody lost their SHIT because the family was dismantling. I want to clarify on the temperance, though, on this avoidable natural disaster that was avoidable. Involvement with the law. Yeah. Yeah. So justice will be had, and somebody that has a past involvement with the law. I mean, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Family sorrow. Enemies are working against you. So somebody and wealth. What the heck is this wealth about? Follow the money. Follow the money. There was a problem with money. There was a problem with money, involvement with the law, and somebody working against you. So I said this before. Something went wrong in this, but I'm seriously serious. Spirit, try to focus in. I want clarifications. Did one of the kids get into the drugs? Yes or no? I got March here. Did one of the kids come into a younger man? Look at the hair. Look at the long OMG dark hair. Wow. Look at the man with the long dark hair. The friend we talked about here. I don't know what this March is, if something happened in March, if it was decided in March, if Malaya started talking to an attorney in March. I don't know. But I'm just going to see if one more deck, if I can get any clarifiers on this avoidable disaster. If I can get some clarifiers on this avoidable disaster. Stuck in the mud at home. Stuck at the home. So something happened at home. Stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud. Rugs. Stuck in the mud. I'm thinking, I need to know what that is. What is that? Because we have the raking of the laneway, we've got the boot prints. What is this avoidable disaster? Stuck in the mud, Spirit. Celebration, because that's usually a party too. This is usually a party, a celebration, a party. What? What? Okay, I'm confused on what this stuck in the mud is. Okay, let's move on for a second because I'm getting frustrated. I'm gonna come back here. Okay, get clarifiers on this party. Yes, there was a party. Oh my God, this is the only yes card. This is your yes. There was a party. There was a bit of a party. There was a bit of a party. There's something to do with a bit of a party. I don't know what night this is. Let me pull the pendulum. Is this party the night before, or is it just related? Is this party the night before? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Is this party the night before? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. No way. No effing way. Was it a party or a meeting? Was it a party? Okay. Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Was it a party? Yes or no, or a meeting? Okay. So That's the Three of Cups is a gathering of celebration, like people, girlfriends going for a few drinks, like a small meeting. Was this a meeting at the house the night before? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Was this a meeting at the house the night before? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Yes. Is my name Bob? So this celebration party is a get together at the house the night before. Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Yes. Okay. So what was the cleanup? I don't know how we're going to get this out, but I'm going to ask with this card first. I'm still not done clarifying. What was this cleanup about? What is this cleanup about? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. What is this cleanup about? This one flipped over. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about hiding, and this is my drug card. This is about hiding the Emperor's drugs. This cleanup was about hiding the Emperor's drugs. And there is your stressed out and heartache card. This was about hiding the Emperor's drugs. What is this card? June? This one I didn't even see had flipped. We got a March and a June. I don't know if March was the date that Malaya was seemingly wanting to leave. And I don't know what June is, if that's when we can expect justice next June. But okay, we are getting a fight, somebody not being able to handle, that somebody was leaving, stressed out. He was anticipating, freaked out because she was coming, the relationship was coming to an end. There was some sort of a fight. Maybe when they were fighting, they weren't paying attention to the kids. I don't really know, but it looks like somebody got into the rugs potentially, because this is also my hiding the rugs, hiding the drugs, looking for what's, this is like what's on the shelf, you know? Look at all the jars and the medicine cabinet kind of look. I know it's a kitchen, but this is true crime and I read intuitively. And this is a clarifier on what to clean up. Potential rugs, because I said I thought this was rugs here too. And I'm going to get clarifiers. Okay. Wow. Who is this young man, please, Spirit? Who is this young man? This one just fell out. So I'm putting it back in. We only take flippers. Who is this young man? Oh, well, the same one came out. You see, this is proving my point. The Three of Wands. There might have been three people, three friends. There might have been three people and three friends. Give me more. Five of Cups. That is the drunk can't, just out of it. There's the Tower. Yeah, there we go. The Five of Cups is like, look at, she spilled over drunk. That is my drinking high overdose potentially. Tower moment card. So maybe somebody had, maybe they called, I'm getting a, maybe they got the rugs from Getty's son, JG, and something happened and they called him over, They looked down on the floor and one of them had gotten into the rugs. That's just what I'm getting here. But I mean, again, it's just a tarot reading, but that's come up as a potential. And then there was a cover up. Okay, what's this no, please, Spirit? Give us some clarifiers on this no. Follow the money. Yeah. Seven of Wands, no, backstabbing and betrayal. And the card for the Chariot is success, running away. This is the car, driving, traveling. So no, wrong way. I think this is the police getting it wrong. There's backstabbing and betrayal and being taken away, driven away. And the police are looking for them in the backyard. That's what I think this is saying, but I'm going to get a clarifier. Okay, Spirit, yes or no, is the wrong way saying that they did not walk out the back door like the RCMP's statements? Is that what that is referencing? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego? Does the no mean wrong way, that the RCMP are looking in the wrong direction? The kids did not walk out the back door and get lost. Is that what that is? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego? Okay. Is my name Bob? No. Is that confirmation that the RCMP got it wrong that there's backstabbing and betrayal, and the kids were driven away. Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Yeah. Yeah. Like what it looks like, y'all. It looks like there's backstabbing and betrayal, fake news, stories and lies about a tower moment, something avoidable, where it's starting to really look like one of them got into the rugs. There was a fight going on. They weren't paying attention. One of them got into the rugs. They find one of them on the floor. They call the friend, JG, to help them out. Maybe that's the plan, because that's certainly what this is suggesting. The good news, if any, is if this is true and they are unfortunately no longer with us and they are crossed over, let's hope there's justice and they will be seen and found, because you've got the two most positive signs or cards in the deck for being illuminated and being discovered. It's not the justice card, but the star is, there's an element of karmic destiny here. And the sun is absolutely a yes, positive, that hopefully means we will find them, because the stars also illuminate the sky and are also, you know, the hope that we will be guided to them. So let's pray for that at the very minimum. And tell me what you think of this reading. Thank you for being here. Love and light.